Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, divine dream makers of our new Atlantis rising, as we have our parade of planets aligning in the heavens above. We also have a trinity of activations flowing through the field today from the Most High, Infinite Source Creator. We are all being raised up through this week's 6-6 portal and new moon in Gemini, the twins, this Thursday, June 6th. Time for magnificent new beginnings and freedom and joy in the light. Our local Solaris released 8 C-class solar flares and 4 M-class flares today, with the most powerful maxing at M4.81 at 1411 UTC. These solar flashes of light are flooding this realm and all her inhabitants with gamma plasma, mother waves of adamantine liquid light. We also had large spikes of light in the heartbeat of Gaia today, with higher amplitudes of resonance appearing on the Schumann charts at 20 Hz, 25 Hz, and a big blast of white light at 45 Hz. Fifth dimensional energetics fully anchored in and rising. Pachamama also received a powerful activation today in the northern mid-Atlantic ridge with a magnitude 5.9 earthquake at 1641 UTC. This is bringing in the higher timeline of the new Atlantis of the divine masculine to merge with our new Lemurian lineage of the divine feminine. Through this divine union of polarities, the eagle flies with the condor, to call in and embody the prophecy of the new earth for all our starseed earth angelics of the 144 to rise together into the dawning of our 5D new golden age of eternal life. Aho! Welcome, beloved beings of light. I'm Paul White Gold Eagle with PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions again for you today from our Sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to listen to the very end where we release a very powerful divine decree. And please do us a favor and share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. And now we continue with Divine Sister of the Light Valerie A. Elster. You are being presented with monumental choice points right now, old paradigm or new. 1047, loop-de-loop, and today from Divine Sister of the Light Sophie Gregoire. Today's oracle, a renewed sense of hope, faith, and courage slowly blooming. Success will be yours. You are meant for the best. This season is going to help you find balance and harmony. This cleansing was for the best. Follow your intuition, one inspired step after the next. You can feel these new ideas progressively taking shape. You are expanding into new powerful soul territory. A new kind of momentum is building. And today from Divine Sister of the Light Lisa Marie Wright, releasing what we have been programmed to believe, fear limits, and the need to conform or follow, and connected with pure source energies bathing the planet will allow for much expansion, peace, and joy. Sun gazing, dusk and dawn, barefoot or lying on the belly in the grass, hugging or sitting with your back against a tree, emerging in water, smelling flowers, listening to birds, are most beneficial for clarity, direction, and embodiment, and will provide nurturing support. A return to nature, our true nature, natural order. We become the land, and the land becomes us. And today from Divine Brother of the Light, Tim Wilde. Time has taken a new meaning as the frequencies accelerate and our minds, nervous systems, and light bodies attempt to assimilate the new space that we exist in. There is a bold, bright, and somewhat brash new energy template for us to align with, and for some of us, this is proving to be quite a challenge. 144 flowing in. When we signed up for this ascension process, we often did so with enthusiasm and glee, eager to leave the restrictive confines of the third dimension and those that control it on Earth. Earth in 3D was the most incredible school that many of us would have queued to enlist for, some waiting for many incarnations for the special space. Earth School in her previous form was cosmically recognized as the place to go if you wanted to experience challenging conditions and to be rewarded with rapid spiritual growth. Gaia, Mother Earth, has officially resigned from the role of educational facility, and after countless millennia, she was granted her wish with the highest grace and honors from the Intergalactic Council. Her role is to now coexist with the new lightworkers of Earth, who have chosen to live at a much higher level of consciousness. As we move rapidly into the pre-solstice window, it is another golden opportunity to dedicate ourselves to the highest pathway, timeline, and frequency. If you are hearing this, then there is no turning back, and we are riding a wave together to a new Earth. Hold on and allow joy to guide your ride. Sending you so much love from my heart to yours, from TimWild.com. And today from Divine Star of the Light Shay from Numbers by Shay Numerology, 6/3/24. The power in this day is out of our league. It vibrates at a frequency few can reach. It's capable of massive change. Its waves and particles will radiate in all directions, morphing and transforming as necessary. How this translates in your world depends not on what you want, because that's just surface stuff, but on who you are. It will touch your truth, not your imaginings. It will offer enlightenment, but at the cost of your ego. It can reveal and strip old patterns and behaviors and leave you scrubbed and shiny. Today can do anything it wants. On a mundane level, business will rule, work will get done, deals will be made, money will change hands, but the big picture is so much more than that. And today from Divine Star of the Light, Zahara Celestial. Tomorrow Venus and the Sun come into divine union. She is being reborn through the heart of the Sun, Kazemi. She is shifting from the morning star to bringing in the light, peace, and divine communication as the evening star for 9 months. Since 1965, Venus began her conjunction with the Sun in Gemini up to 2073. Altogether, there will be 108 conjunctions, which are the number of the prayer beads, mala, for the goddess. Venus goes into the heart of the Sun to be reborn in the sign of Gemini, the sign of duality. She will be assisting us to integrate all aspects of our soul and lifetimes with love. Venus will be assisting clearing our shadow aspects, allowing us to integrate the lessons so we can understand our soul contracts, and thereby become more conscious of our unleveling, realize the divine keys in all experiences. Venus is assisting us to shift from 3D and 4D into 5D in this powerful year of the dragon. Even more so, I feel the potent timing for my Black Madonna channeling yesterday. For me, the Black Madonna is resonant with the rose lineage of Venus. As we experience Venus rebirthing, we will have the energetic activation of a new solar consciousness. Again, many will have been clearing grief in the heart chakra, so that we can move from looking at the past for remembering heaven on earth, to realizing the new solar consciousness and divine union with Venus and the earth. All those patterns programming have been squeezed out of our ego minds and attachments to what was not, what could have been, and so many will likely be feeling pressure within the head with headaches and fatigue. Many might have been feeling this as heaviness or even feeling stuck. This is what we can clear the unconsciousness. From tomorrow we will feel like someone has opened a window energetically. Expect more to flow with ease and grace. Communications between others will open up. More insight, new ways of thinking, imagining, and envisioning. Solutions will surface and old stubborn patterns and wounds healed. This is what I am being shown. Over the next 9 months will be an opportunity for the Venus energy of ease and grace in the harmony of our lives. We will be able to tune into the beauty of creation, as we can give and receive in this light abundance. So much change will happen due to this powerful, gentle presence, without effort, struggle, or strife, for this is what we describe as New Earth. From ZaharaCelestial.com. From Divine Sister of the Light, Erini, Crystal and Indigo Guide to the Galaxy, Athena. A change of guard is taking place in the Divine Office. The dragons of the light are assuming their new position, the new gods, goddesses. The opening field. After the egg hatched, the lifting of the lid took place, and our system is now connecting to the living information that is flooding the whole realm. As we are reconnecting to the living field that just opened, we are experiencing many physical and emotional symptoms. Our aura is gradually reconnecting to its powerful flows. It is like our aura is being replugged to the cosmic electromagnetic flows. We are returning back to life. This is enlightenment. This is part of the natural cycles of the system. In some cycles, the field is closed, and in some cycles, the field opens again. In both closing and opening phases, what is taking place is extremely powerful for the human system. Since we are at the phase of the opening, the development can actually feel overwhelming, and it can bring the stored pain and trauma that the body was carrying to the surface with more tension and speed in order to heal. So this is actually a corrective process, but it can be experienced as a very challenging one, via even stronger and more weird symptoms of all kinds, some of them totally unexplainable. At the same time, the moon continues undergoing a deep alchemical transformation of its essence, and is preparing for the meeting upon which the return of the Holy Grail will take place. The Holy Grail is our initiation and establishment to the true cosmic currents according to the true system we live in. Something that our inner Trinity knew a long time ago, but now has forgotten. These days are holy because we are being initiated back to this state via each part of our Trinity. The twin flames are undergoing a tremendous process of synchronization. This is a great awakening of the inner masculine who needs to find and occupy his new position. Then will come the inner feminine in her new position, and then the child will be able to enter. First come the parents and then the child. Don't let anyone tell you the opposite, which can be a great source of suffering and distortion. Please give yourselves nurturing and healing, be present, and allow what is taking place with love. We are halfway into the completion of the 7 holy days, and each moment of them is very important, as huge parts of our essence and consciousness are returning back to us, and we are meant to feel them and allow them to be embodied and anchored. Imagine that during these 7 days up to the 6th of June, we are taking a high-speed healing treatment, and soon we will be breathing and existing via a totally new state. We are becoming the phoenixes, blessings of a peaceful, calm, and smooth reconnection. Erini, Amalthea Athor, Har Zeronia, Hunama Anata Kumara, Yellow Galactic Warrior. And today from Divine Brother of the Light, Diego E. Berman, Ph.D. This beautiful 6th planetary alignment of Monday, June 3rd, 2023. A wave of uplifting and heart-opening energy arrives. Dear friends, on Monday, June 3rd, an interesting planetary alignment will be taking place. 6 planets, Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, will be forming a wonderful formation in the sky. Planetary alignment is an astrological term used to describe the event when several planets gather closely on one side of the sun at the same time. During this 6th planetary parade, only Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn may be seen with the naked eye. You'll need a telescope or a good pair of binoculars to see Neptune and Uranus. This event will be visible almost everywhere in the world. The best day to observe this alignment will be around June 3rd, but this will depend on where in the world you are located. But even though only a few of the 6 planets will be visible to our eyes, their significant energetic influence will be present regardless. This rare alignment opens the month of June with a wave of hopeful, heart-centering, and cosmic reconnecting energy. Each planet will be contributing with its own particular frequency, but this planetary and energetic combination, rarely seen in the sky, will definitely bring a fresh and lighthearted energy into our consciousness. We are entering the new month of June, the 6th month, with a 6 planetary alignment, an interesting numeric synergy. Number 6 is symbolically significant in spirituality and represents a perfect union of the spiritual and the material worlds. Number 6 is also associated with beauty, love, and compassion. The 6-pointed star, widely used in early Hinduism, represents the merging of the divine masculine and divine feminine energies. The Star of David as well symbolizes the integration of the divine and the human. In tarot, 6 represents the lovers, depicting the human heart as the place of alchemical union of material and non-material energies, and the importance of balancing these 2 aspects of life. 6 is also associated with the 6 days of creation and the 6 directions, north, south, east, west, up, and down. Overall, this amazing 6 planetary alignment is showering us with a very optimistic and balancing energy, and is creating a wonderful energetic opportunity for connecting with our hearts and finding a new, more compassionate inner point of balance. This planetary alignment will bring a much-needed soothing, magnetic, and heart-warming energy wave into the world. Have a wonderfully aligned first week of June. Much love. We are one. From DiegoBerman.com. From Divine Sister of the Light Natalia Alba, beloved ones, we are stepping into a new energetic month. June is a threshold as well as July in which we will have the opportunity to harmonize our bodies, preparing ourselves for a new integration wave in August, and especially in September and October, with the coming of the eclipses, great stabilizing forces that will invite us to immerse in our planetary work. We start the month as we finished May, by having Jupiter very active, as on the 2nd of June it trined Pluto. This is a very important transit that represents what is taking place at a micro level, the transcendence of an old self, a time for us to find our divine purpose as we retrieve our soul memories. The last time Jupiter trined Pluto was in 2016 in Earth signs. Now they are in air signs. We will not see this aspect again until 2028. It is a very important time as it represents expansion within the present transformative wave we are all immersed in. I will go deeper into it as the time comes, as I believe is a great cosmic ally and force to assist us in dismantling old beliefs and egoic layers, retrieving our power and rebirthing into who we truly are. Jupiter in perfect synchronicity with Pluto, as it is what a trine represents, will help us anchor change in the physical, as the 5 universal year of June also confirm, leaving aside old beliefs, situations, and habits, and creating more healthy ones is how we transform ourselves and continue rediscovering who we truly are and what is our main purpose. The disillusion of an old self occurs gradually, finding that if we look back, we are no longer the same person even a year ago. This gives us an idea of how much we are evolving, integrating, remembering, and anchoring. This is a time to adapt to change, utilizing the current energies to transform the aspects of ourselves and our lives that are not working anymore, even though the ego self often tries to maintain them in our lives. With transformation comes the opportunity for expansion, and this is what we are being asked at this time, to allow growth, personal power, and spiritual alignment. On the next day, we have Mercury entering Gemini. We have a lot of air energy to help us continue clearing our mental bodies, something vital to remove old beliefs, fixity, and disconnection from our mental bodies, as when there is rigidity in thinking, there cannot be expansion. With Mercury in Gemini, we first clear what is obsolete, and limits the power of our minds, which can be an ally if we know how to use them. We step then into a process of mental clearing in which we allow higher truths to be integrated. Both events are part of the preparation for contact that many of you are now experiencing, a process in which clearing the ego, the mind, and hence the power center is essential to allow what may be unfamiliar and unknown, but true to our being. A few days later, on June 6th, we have a new moon in Gemini, together with the 6-6 portal. This is the peak of the process of mental clearing and higher communication that we are undergoing. Gemini helps us cultivate the mind, preparing it for synthesis and flexibility so new ideas, guidance, and clarity can descend. As the octahedron geometry associated with Gemini reminds us, it is the synthesis of the higher and lower mind that triggers the opportunity for higher communication, which starts by descending wisdom from our soul, as this is the most important illumined communication we should aim for before stepping into further contact with other beings. Self-reconnection is vital, and we can only do that when we clear the beliefs and patterns that reside in our mental bodies that limit this light descension. The 6-6 portal harmonizes change, which is the frequency of June, a 5 universal month, obtained from summing our 8 universal year plus the month 6 that represents June, 14 reduced to 5. A number that indicates the anchoring of change that is taking place at this time of all we have previously embodied. The 6-6 portal brings a more peaceful, harmonic, and soothing energy into our being. However, as we never cease to assist for stabilizers and new Earth's anchors, this phase will signify a profound planetary work, as there are many grids and locations to stabilize at this time. At a personal level, the 6-6 passage asks us for balance, unconditional love, and compassion in both ourselves and in our relationships. For this is too a propitious month for us to work on our divine reunions, remembering that we too are here to master how to create balanced and equal reunions. Our relationships are the perfect way for us to master the ego self, as they show us what we cannot see for ourselves. On June 8th, we have Venus squares Saturn. On the 10th, the Sun squares Saturn. And on the 12th, Mercury squares Saturn. This is an invitation to remember the importance of inner work at all levels of our being, physical, emotional, and on a soul level. It is a time to work on self-love, our values, commitment to our personal journey, and in building balanced relationships. And with Mercury as well, it is too a moment to work on being disciplined, taking responsibility for everything we have created and said, for all is our creation and responsibility. On June 9th, Mars enters Taurus. This is a transit that will show us where we still resist change. Mars in Taurus is reticent to transformation, as Taurus likes stability and familiarity of what it knows. This is one of the great lessons of Taurus, to adapt to change. For Taurus has a great power to transform reality if it is willing to let go of rigidity and flow with change. Our courage to transform and immerse ourselves in change will be tested with this transit. When wisely managed, this frequency will help us be determined and persevering in what we truly wish to achieve next. It is all about releasing stubbornness and learning how to flow. On June 17th, Venus enters Cancer. With Venus in Cancer, we may feel extra sensitive, deeply emotional, and vulnerable. Vulnerability, when embraced, is a gift, for it makes you stronger in being able to read energies, places, and people, and express your feelings, rather than hiding them. It is also a wonderful time to take care of ourselves at all levels, as we too take care of others, and spend some time doing things that nurture our being and bring us joy. On the same day, we also have Mercury entering in loving and intuitive Cancer. This is a wonderful opportunity to stop all the mind noise and begin to communicate with our feelings, with our soul, learning how to lovingly communicate, first with ourselves and then with others, with empathy and compassion. Mercury will help us express our feelings fluidly, as many times, especially to those who are natural empaths, we tend to withdraw so much that we forget how important it is to communicate what we feel. 2 days later, on June 20th, we have the Sun entering and loving Cancer together with the summer solstice for those who live in the northern hemisphere, and the winter solstice for those residing in the southern one. With the Sun in Cancer, we have the opportunity to connect with the aspect of us that feels at home with all, and that reminds us that wherever we are is home, for we belong to the entire universe. This is also a wonderful opportunity to work on our female essence, but also on our 4th chakra, healing our wounded heart center from all non-benevolent connections. We now pass from the element of air to water, remembering the importance of healing rigidity of mind, flowing, surrendering, and allowing water to remove, dissolve, and take away all that cannot coexist anymore with who we are and where we are now. A period for us to work with our sense of protection, familiar issues that are still unhealed, and our sense of belonging to Earth. A time for us to become our own caretakers, remembering that if we are not aligned with our soul and take the time to release and heal first, we could not be of any assistance to others. On June 21st, we have a full moon at 1 degree Capricorn. We descend from the depths of our being now with Cancer to remember the importance of the earth, our bodies, and the physical realm. With Capricorn, we move to the earth again, anchoring all we have descended into our bodies, where ascension is truly happening. Capricorn helps us to go deeper into our DNA, which is how we achieve self-illumination, reconnecting our light body, which is a long-term process, and bringing all the changes in all we have previously descended and continue to into the physical. We end the month with Saturn retrograde on June 29th. During this time, we are being invited to work on what being spiritual means for us, for we all are on different paths and have different notions of how to be spiritual. Saturn invites us to commit, to walk the talk, and to pursue what we desire with faith, determination, and a strong will. For as I always say, where there is a will, there is a way. This essence will help us in being disciplined in what we wish to achieve physically and spiritually by shifting our belief systems, which is necessary to create more expansion from our minds to our tangible lives and a more creative way to live our lives. The focus is on creating alignment between heart and mind, so all rebirth comes from a unified perspective, which is when we obtain stable and lasting results. We are on an accelerated journey to become free, sovereign beings, which occurs when we take full responsibility and charge of our energy and personal choices. This year we are being blessed, for we are ready as a collective, with wondrous energies to assist us in our choices of conscious evolution. The choice is yours to make, beloveds. May you choose to continue embracing more love, wisdom, and power. With an infinite love, from NataliaAlba.com. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Carolyn, 144 God Code. Major timeline jumping is occurring now through August. You are being acknowledged for your efforts to heal your emotions, clear up the illusions, trust your intuition, and clear out stagnant energies so you can level up into higher timelines. The crystalline body is activated in the DNA strands and pituitary gland to go even higher, to higher timelines and higher dimensions. The Holy Spirit is with you, helping you enter into the Trinity field for this next level of ascension. She is facilitating reunion of your masculine and feminine, so you can complete healing and continue physical ascension now through the 8-8 Lionsgate portal. This is the final end to the Piscean age. Through Cancer season, it will be important to breathe, relax, and receive the healing and freedom, especially in the heart chakra, to support this process. In Jesus Christos' name, Amen. God bless you. Love, Carolyn, from 144godcode.com. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Ra James. Today is our planet parade. 6 planets line up in the sky. Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune all line up in a spectacular display. Aries, Taurus, Aquarius, and Pisces will be affected more than the rest of the signs. Neptune and Mars are in Pisces and Uranus. This combination is encouraging you to focus on work this alignment. Expect a lot of creative energy. It's all about balancing your dreams and reality right now. Mars will make you feel renewed with energy and optimism. This is a great time to be making long-term plans. Jupiter and Mercury are in Taurus. Both these planets are known for progress, growth, communication, and prosperity. You will be extra motivated to do something totally out of your comfort zone. It's all about bringing that confidence into your personal relationships. Saturn is in Aquarius. This is a powerful combination. This is motivating you to reassess your karmic debt. It's all about self-reflection. All of these planets together are all about moving towards our personal visions. It's all about making our dreams a reality right now. From sparksofdivinelighealing.com. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Adrian Elise. June 3rd through the 10th, 2024, coming home. Black Moon Lilith in Virgo is coming into opposition with Neptune in Pisces. This opposition forms the axis of a kite. Neptune at 29 degrees Pisces says it's time to clean up and complete the Piscean age. Neptune's opposition with Black Moon Lilith is helping us to uncover our hidden healing gifts and drop the fear and shame programming which might be keeping us from stepping into our power. Neptune at the very last degree of Pisces is just finishing up a sextile with Jupiter and Gemini. Neptune is also in sextile to Pluto in Aquarius and Capricorn through the rest of the year. The body of the kite is a grand trine between Jupiter and Gemini, Pluto in Aquarius, and Black Moon Lilith coming to the end of Virgo. It's a sweet harmonizing energy with Jupiter in exact trine with Pluto in Aquarius. This air trine can help us to lift up and take our life to new levels. Mercury just crossed over Uranus and Taurus. We are beginning to get clarity on what this incredibly activating 2024 astrology might really be about. New structures, ideas, and concepts are beginning to land and crystallize into form, giving us hints and clues about what to prioritize and how to best move forward in our lives. Mercury moves over into the sign of Gemini on June 4th and will come into conjunction with Jupiter at 2 degrees Gemini for the Gemini new moon. This is a huge marker speaking to moving forward in new collaborative projects. Mercury and Jupiter are helping us to uncover and own our individual inner hidden treasures. It's time to think about how to share them with the world. Venus is catching up to the Sun, and they will have an extended conjunction from June 2nd through June 5th. Venus and the Sun will continue to stay close for the next couple of weeks. The Sun and Venus will still be right next to each other, and the Moon for the Gemini new moon happening on Thursday, June 6th. This is a massive initiation and activation of our divine feminine within. Now we begin to sing again. It's an intense time after the Gemini new moon, as our personal planets will take turns squaring up with Saturn for the first couple of weeks of June. These tense transits are bringing up anything in our lives which has not been able to shift and change. It's time to make a move out of the old and into the new. Venus squares up with Saturn on June 9th, and the Sun makes the square on June 10th. Mercury will square up with Saturn on June 12th. It's a lineup of planets as a Gemini stellium takes form. The Sun conjuncts Mercury on June 15th, and Mercury will come together with Venus on June 17th. This square takes place in Gemini and Pisces, which are mutable signs, and speak about adjustments that need to be made. We are coming up against any part of ourselves which are still stuck in the old stories. This is where we wrestle back the original, organic, mother timeline back from the control forces, as we each individually rearrange our relationship to the energy of the new Saturn. It's been a long and lonely road, but the world is finally working with us now. It's hard to believe after losing everything, but support is on the way. Mars is finishing up his time in his home sign of Aries. He has been bringing the fire of desire that we need to help us step into the changes required to build our new world. Expect a bloom of feisty impatience, with Mars in a culmination placement, finishing up his time in Aries this next week. Mars will move over into Taurus on June 10th. Mars in Taurus will come into square with Pluto on June 11th, bringing a bloom of frustration with the old structures which have been keeping us from moving forward. We are finally ready to move forward in new ways, but the old guard still holds on to the last strings of control. This Mars-Pluto square is saying that we are beginning to really break free, and at last a picture of our visions and dreams are coming into structure and form. The new is finally arriving to catch us, after a long leap in the wilderness of the unknown. We are coming home, Mom, from AdrianElise.com. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Colleen Lemma. On Monday, June 3rd, Mercury, ruler of the mental realm, enters his home sign of Gemini, the Twins, at 3:37 a.m. EDT, where he will be until June 17th. He travels fast through this curious sign of the zodiac, and while here he thinks fast as well. New thoughts, ideas, and perceptions come in like a flash. The only thing with this energy is that he vacillates back and forth between one way of thinking and another. It is difficult to make a choice or come to a decision because of all the variables and possibilities. New information, messages, and communications are on the upswing during this period of time as well. Pay attention to all that is being presented to you. Speaking, writing, learning, and teaching are a focus at this time. Today, Mercury, the messenger, connects with transformational Pluto, planet of death and rebirth. This gives the trickster a little depth as he makes some big shifts in his logical thinking processes and his perspectives. We may be exploring the shadow side of our subconscious patterns to understand where they originated and how to bring healing to them. We also may experience powerful communications and interactions with others. Discover your truth, speak your truth, and take back your power now. Blessings of love and light to all from SacredSoulEmpowerment.com. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Jupiter in Gemini, trine Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. Mercury in Taurus, sextile Neptune in Pisces. Mercury enters Gemini. Enormous transformative energies are at play. What occurs around this time may be hugely cathartic or a powerful inner experience that frees us from old patterning. As Sky God exchanges pleasantries with Underworld God, here is an understanding that life is full of ups and downs, and that is the nature of the world. But with faith and trust, we can access the richness of experience that life has to offer. Here is a power boost, an optimistic realization of where you can take control, a sudden deep understanding of fear, a great opportunity for change. Fortune favors the shadow worker, hunting for treasure beneath piles of old stories. You are not what they told you. This time you get to choose. If your beliefs aren't empowering, change them. Forgive yourself, forgive others. Let go of extreme thinking, harsh judgment, the manufactured obsession for more. Banish repetitive patterns once and for all. Release the baggage to find your joy. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 226, White Overtone World Bridger. The number 5 is called Overtone, and its keywords are empower, radiance, and command. The 5th step of any wave spell is about summoning up your personal power. An important day because it really shifts the energy of the wave spell. Because the wave spell began on a white day, the 5th day and the 9th and last are also the same color. This color theme connects these days and their energy shifts the wave spell along. Today is the first major shift into a higher gear. Day 9 is the top gear. Make use of this power today. Because it is the wave spell of communication, the agenda is still calling the shots, and so today communication can empower us. Today is White World Bridger, which represents death, opportunity, and equality. Think about what you need to let go of. Cut out dark thoughts, bad habits, or delusions of importance. To cross over the bridge to a new level, you first must be lighter, stronger. People are often nervous about World Bridger days because the word death is associated with it. In the Tzolk'in, however, it represents the shaman's death, and that's the death of the ego or your old self. In order to evolve, one must let go whatever holds you back. When you combine the meaning of the number and day, the result is empower to equalize or command death. To summarize, today is a powerful day. Don't waste it, but make good use of opportunities. Face your weaknesses and let them die, and give yourself major brownie points for doing so. And today from Divine Star of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, White Overtone World Bridger, 5 Kimi, Keen 226, 3rd of June 2023. Radiant Divine Magic, Empowering Wisdom, 3/6/2024 equal 368 equal 314 equal 35 equal 8. 369 Nikola Tesla Magic. Day codes 3 Holy Trinity Joy Communication Creativity. 8 Infinite Abundance Source Flow. Month year code 6 Heaven Christ Harmony Fertility Romance. 8 14 Media Publicity Promotion Recognition. 5 Freedom Liberation Change Transformation Movement. 2 Twins Partners Cooperation Alliances Duality. 20 The Awakening Clear Vision. 24 Charisma Happiness Healing Joy. Keen 226 equal 10 Manifestation equal 1. Leadership New Beginnings. Shift Happens. A radiant magical divine day of surrender and empowerment through the wisdom of spirit. Speaking of bridging worlds, today we are blessed with a very special celestial event. Look up at the skies at sunrise for the grand planetary parade. The Planet Parade is a planetary alignment of 6 planets to the night sky. Jupiter, Mercury, Uranus, Mars, Neptune, and Saturn will all be aligned in the pre-dawn hours of June 3rd, 2024. Though the planets orbit the sun at different rates, they slowly catch up to one another over time as they travel along the ecliptic path. When they pass Earth, this makes the planets appear aligned, but the formation is short-lived due to their varying movement speeds. Today is day 5 in the wave spell of Ik, the great white wind, who holds the power of spirit and is bringing forth the benevolent winds of change. We are learning to embody spirit by becoming hollow vessels for spirit to communicate and work divine magic through our being. Today we are commanding our radiance as we become more empowered through accessing greater wisdom and knowledge from spirit throughout the multiverse. Tone of creation, overtone tone 5 in the spiritual realm. Action commands, power empowers, essence radiance. The emphasis today is on empowerment and radiance through the action of command. Number 5 represents the center, core purpose, foundation, and central intent. It is the center of the wheel from which all the spokes emanate. This is the phase where the energy of creation returns to the center and then radiates outwards. Overtones command the unbounded. They order it to be, and so it becomes. Their power radiates from their soul essence through a pure connection to Source. This is the true source of unlimited power. The number 5 represents freedom and change. June is a universal 5-month code, giving us a 5-5 double liberation code today. This union is the jailbreak formula, so watch out, divine magic happens. The overtone power is also doubled today, as we are in the year of the overtone wizard. And this keen is also the higher guide today. The full force of divine magic is bursting forth onto the earth plane today. Make sure you claim it. The number 5 also represents the center and your core purpose. Overtone invites you to step into the center of your crystalline core and radiate your intent and your light. Overtone's power is that of command. So take charge of your power and boldly go forth with renewed vigor and courage. This is our quest during this overtone wizard year. Today we are empowering our authority through new leadership opportunities, becoming the radiant, wise teachers and leaders of our new world. The fearless rainbow warriors are leading us home to the promised land. Do not grieve the past anymore, as that is gone, but turn and face your future with great anticipation. Get out and build that rainbow bridge that leads to your new tomorrow. Heaven is here for the taking. Today's question is, how can I surrender and let go to the power of spirit, using my divine magic to become radiantly empowered as a leader of the new world? Divine blessings for radiantly opening the rainbow gates to the new world. In la ketch a la keen. Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 226, White Overtone World Bridger. The mantra, the code for today is, I empower in order to equalize, commanding opportunity. I seal the store of death with the overtone tone of radiance. I am guided by the power of timelessness. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're feeling, what you're seeing, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations we're able to continue our work. So if you'd like to help support our work and mission and help us continue bringing these daily transmissions to the world, you can make a monthly pledge to our Patreon page at whitegoldeagle.com, or if you'd like to support us with a one-time donation, you could do so to our PayPal or Stripe accounts. Both links are at eaglelovecondor.com. Now we're going to complete today's transmissions with a very powerful divine decree from Divine Sister of the Light, Sandra Walter. I enter the stillness of 0 point with ease and grace. I honor and respect this divine access within my Christ heart, cherishing the presence of Source in each moment. From AscensionPath.com. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful, blessed, sacred month of June ahead as we continue our journey through the Ascension portal and into our new heaven upon the new earth. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this day and every day the best day ever. The Eagle and the Condor love you all. Namaste.